Very warm welcome indeed. Great to have you with me on Tuesday morning. It's a special Tuesday. It's Valentine's Day, and it's lovely to have you with me and making a date with me. And a great pleasure to be with you. I've got three bets to tell you about today. They run at Lingfield and Ayr. Two of them are up north of the border at Ayr, and I'll start with those two in a moment. And then I'll come down to the leafy Lingfield, where I've got a 15-2 chance, which I think has got a very solid opportunity of doing the business today. Then I'll be back to you tonight, all willing, at 6 o'clock, where I've got something very big to tell you about running at Dundalk over in Ireland, the most happiest of hunting grounds for me. And I've tipped more winners there than any other person in the business, that's for sure. And I think I've got something absolutely beautiful for you a bit later on tonight. So that's coming up later. Cheltenham just round the corner. Got some big announcements to make for that as well. I've held back for quite a while on that, but I'm going to be releasing all the news about my Cheltenham campaign shortly to you on this channel as well. Let's start no messing and let's go to the 4:30 this afternoon at the meeting at Ayr for a straight win bet on the nose, ridden by Brian Hughes, trained by Mickey Hammond. Number 2, it's called Mr. Bells. Well, the horse is significantly going up in trip today to 3 miles from 2.5 and 2 mile 5. And I think that's going to bring about the best in this 9-year-old gelding. And I think it's going to take an amazing amount of beating. Certainly off a mark of 106, it's down £2 in the handicap. As I say, it's running in the right grade as well, down to a 0 to 105 race. So it's down in the handicap, down in grade, raced in a 0 to 130 race last time, now down to a 0 to 105. And off a mark of 106. And the horse has been ridden lately by Emma Smith-Chaston, who's rode it the last 3 times it's run. Kieran O'Callaghan, £7 claimer, rode it as well. Today, it's got the full treatment of Brian Hughes on board, and that'll do me. I think this is something to bet on today and looks something of a real standout dish. Number 2, Mr. Bells. It's around about 137 to 2 to your money and looks like the nap of the day on the free-to-air YouTube channel that I've got here. Over 1,000 winners on this channel that I've predicted, and this looks like being another one to add to that string of big paydays, that's for sure. My average price winner on here, by the way, for new people coming in all the time, is 7 to 1. 7 to 1, and a strike at 42% on all bets, win and place. 42% win and place on all bets, average price 7 to 1. This one's a bit shorter. It's not each way. It's a straight win bet. It's number 2. It's called Mr. Bells. I think it'll win the 4:30 at Ayr this afternoon, going up in trip. And there we go. It's your first bet of the day. No conferring. Your starter for 10. As the old Bamba Gascoigne says there. The 2:15 at Ayr, let's stay up in Bonnie, Scotland, and let's give you a horse which I think, well, I know is well handicapped off a mark of just 100. It's dropped £3 since its last run. That was on the 15th of January at Kelso. I think number 3, Deep Charm's going to take a lot of pegging today. I really do. Likes to come with a late run. I think the race is going to be to run to suit it in the 2:15 this afternoon. There are 9 runners go to post, so it's a perfect each way bet. And I think it'll take a lot of beating. It's number 3. It's called Deep Charm. Seems to have everything in its favour today, including the weight concessions. And everything looks spot on. And I'm definitely being on it, that's for sure. I thought it ran really well at Kelso last time, up in 3rd of 10. Sam Coulthard, the usual jockey, rides it. Stuart Coulthard trains it. And there we go. It's your second bet of the day. It's number 3, each way, Deep Charm. Provisionally priced at around about 6.5 to 1, 13 to 2. Looks something to bet on each way. I'm going banker bet material, that one, Deep Charm. I can't see it being out of the frame, but I can see it winning, as that's for sure. So you've got 2 bets there north of the border, which I've given you. I do like that Mickey Hammond bet very much indeed this afternoon. It's got everything in its favour. Mr. Bells, trained by Hammond, as I say, and ridden for the first time now by the champion jockey Brian Hughes, who's going to throw the kitchen sink at it. But I don't think he'll have to, because I think this horse is going to win and win readily. Number 2, Mr. Bells. Don't miss that one, and Deep Charm. But third bet, I did say those 3 bets, which add up to a 200 to 1 treble. If you're going to play it like that, I'm going to have the round robin or the Trixie today. I'm going to have them in singles, doubles and trebles. But this one is that horse was somewhat disappointed last time out when I thought it might win, but it finished 8th of 13. Well, I think he might make compensation for that today. It's number 2. It's called Godot, or Godot. Godot or Godot, whichever you want to pronounce it. Luke Scott rides a horse fresh from a winner the other day and trained by Andy Irvin, who's actually got a couple of horses in this race. He also trained a horse called Mr. Jack. But Godot's the one for me, number 2, and I think it's got a very solid chance. I'm going to forgive the horse's run last time out when it ran 8th of 13 at Fontwell, goes to Lingfield today off £2 lighter, and it carries my vote, and it runs over 2 miles, which is 5 furlongs less than it did last time out. And I think you're going to see a much improved performance, and I think it can win. So around about 15-2 looks first class each way. 7-1 is my price. That's the price that I've picked 42% winners at in the last 2 years on this channel, and I think it could be another one. Number 2, Godot, and that runs in the 4 o'clock this afternoon at 2 o'clock, beg your pardon, at Lingfield Park, and it's the third and final bet of the session today. I'll be back soon enough. Go get 'em.